What's good, Ravens flock? Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us here on the Ravens Rundown, powered by Chat Sports. And we have a loaded show for you ahead as we'll be talking the latest about Lamar Jackson in the franchise tag. What will it be with the deadline coming up tomorrow? Also, we'll look at two different potential free agent wide receiver targets for your Baltimore Ravens as well. All of that and more coming up in just a few moments. Before we do, folks, this week we are in the midst of a sub-battle with our Steelers channel hosted by the one and only Goofy Jack Sperry. And I would love nothing more than to beat Jack Sperry's soul and crush him and beat him in a new subs this week. We're at 89. They're a little over 200, so got some work to do. It's okay. Second quarter, got a chance to catch up here. So if you love the Baltimore Ravens, if you're ready for what's ahead these next few weeks as we're about to crank it up a notch between free agency, trades, the draft, this is the channel for you. Subscribe now. We're quickly approaching 9,000 subscribers here on the channel. Doesn't cost you a thing. Absolutely free. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. YouTube.com/RavensTV. We begin today with the latest on the contract negotiations between the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson, something that's been ongoing for quite some time between these two sides. And with the deadline approaching tomorrow for the franchise tag, we got some interesting details over the weekend. Let's start with the first from the report that came from NFL Network's Tom Pelissero of regards to the meetings between Jackson and the Ravens organization. Within the last few days, Ravens GM Eric DeCosta made his way down to Miami to visit Lamar Jackson and had discussions between both sides there in Lamar's hometown in hopes of working towards a new deal. But after still more than a year of negotiations, the sides still remain far apart, and the situation appears to be headed towards that franchise tag tomorrow, according to Pelissero. So despite making the visit and having those discussions, no real update or progress at this point of getting a long-term deal done. So that leads us to tomorrow, the deadline for the franchise tag to be placed. The Ravens have one of two options that could go about this. It's the exclusive tag or the non-exclusive tag. And a new report from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler suggests that the non-exclusive tag is still a possibility here, that the Ravens haven't ruled that out. Listen to this from Fowler. Several people around the league believe the Baltimore Ravens have strongly considered using the non-exclusive franchise tag on quarterback Lamar Jackson, which would depend on the intrigue of his future in a major way. While the Ravens haven't officially made a decision leading up to the deadline, several league executives now believe the non-exclusive tag, which allows teams to offer Jackson a contract that Baltimore can either match or decline in exchange for 2 first-round picks, makes the most sense for Baltimore. Let's dive into this a little further. Baltimore has had a challenging time negotiating with Jackson. Really? You could have told me that. I haven't heard that one before. So this allows him to shop his own services and bring an offer to the Ravens, taking out the guesswork and the haggling over guaranteed money. The tag should also fall somewhere around $32 million, far less than the projected $45 million for the exclusive franchise tag, and transferring the work to Jackson and other teams helps Baltimore maintain neutrality in any potential breakup. The flip side is the lower tag could damage goodwill with Jackson at a sensitive time, and the Ravens can't control any potential trade for a bigger price than 2 first-round picks. A major decision looms for general manager Eric DeCosta. Look, I understand that they're talking about this possibility, and the Ravens have to do their due diligence of weighing every option that's ahead of them. But I'll be honest, I would be shocked if they go the route of the exclusive franchise tag for all the reasons that Jeremy Fowler laid out. I think that if you put the non-exclusive tag on, you are basically saying, you know what, we're pretty much done with Lamar at that point. You are saying that you are ready to move on, that you are willing to let somebody else take him for those 2 first-round picks. And I just don't see the Ravens doing that. And think about this, too. with the exclusive franchise tag, yes, it's a $13 million difference between the two franchise tags, but you have the chance to maximize your capital that you could get in a potential trade potentially. And also you get to decipher where you want Lamar Jackson to go. I mean, in theory, just throwing this out there, you could have an AFC rival give you the 2 first-round picks in the non-exclusive tag, and all of a sudden Lamar's playing against your competition. You put the exclusive tag on and then trade him, then you can get him out of the AFC. So I would be shocked. We'll see how it plays out. So we know Lamar's getting the franchise tag. That's going to happen. But what is it going to be? Is it going to be the exclusive or the non-exclusive? We want you to weigh in here on the Ravens Rundown. Type E for exclusive. Type N for non-exclusive. What tag will it be? I'm going to be shocked if it's not the exclusive tag, but tell me in the comment section. E for exclusive, N for non-exclusive, and let me know. Let's shift gears now, staying in free agency, but moving to the wide receiver position. Bleacher Report has named Baltimore as the best landing spot for Detroit Lions wide receiver DJ Chark. Now, listen to this. DJ Chark has played in only 54 of 82 possible regular season games because of injuries across his 5-year NFL career, including just 15 over the last 2 seasons. Approaching his age 27 season, however, Chark has legitimate upside and will likely a manageable price tag. If they can get Lamar Jackson to agree to an extension, the Baltimore Ravens must bolster their receiving core. DeMarcus Robinson led all Ravens wide receivers in both catches and receiving yards, while injuries have hampered the receiving core in recent years. Chark would be worth taking a flyer on. So that's from Bleacher Report. Here's the deal. DJ Chark, not a bad receiver. He is all right, okay? But at the end of the day, I don't think this moves the needle a whole lot. We know the Ravens are desperate at the wide receiver position. That's no secret. The statistics show that this team badly needs help at this position. I would be okay with DJ Chark. I'm not going to be jumping up and down overjoyed if this is the move here, but you say, all right, I guess we got a little bit better today with a guy like DJ Chark, and we've seen the Ravens with their fair share of injuries the last couple of years, a guy that hasn't been dependable either. How much would he really be around? I don't know. I would still take him, but it's not going to be something that I think you're going to be too enthused over bringing in a guy like DJ Chark, quite frankly. There's another receiver that Bleacher Report mentioned in the same article. We'll get to that here in just a second. Before we do, should the Ravens sign DJ Chark? Very simple question that I have for you. One way or the other, here's your chance to be the GM here on the Ravens Rundown. Type S for sign, type P for pass. Let me know which way you're feeling. S for sign, P for pass, as far as if the Ravens should sign DJ Chark or not. St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner, folks, and we are selling these brand new Baltimore Ravens St. Patty's Day shirts. Look, you don't want to be getting pinched on St. Patrick's Day. No one wants to go through that. So get your green, and you might as well be repping the Ravens in the process, be rocking out with your flock out with the best Ravens gear around. And you can get this on sale while supplies last. Remember, the holiday's just around the corner. Chatsports.com/RavensGreen to get yours today, and you'll be glad you did. Great way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day by wearing your Ravens gear and supporting your favorite team while still being festive for the holiday as well. Chatsports.com/RavensGreen to get yours today. So now let's go back to Bleacher Report and what they were talking about the receiver spot. The next wide receiver that was brought up was Allen Lazard of the Green Bay Packers. Now, in Lazard's case, a little bit different than DJ Chark, he was listed as a top 3 landing spot for the Baltimore Ravens to pick up. Compared to DJ Chark, Baltimore was listed as the number 1 destination. Now, if I had to choose between the two, I'm going to take Allen Lazard any day over DJ Chark. I'd like to have either guy, don't get me wrong, but Allen Lazard, I think, is the better player, the more reliable player between these two receivers. At the end of the day, though, let's circle back to all of this, kind of like what we said earlier. The Ravens need to exhaust every effort at the wide receiver position, whatever they can do to better that receiver room, whether it's through free agency, whether it's through trades, the draft. I don't care. The Ravens need to go all in at this position because when you look at this roster, and what's unfolding for 2023, we know the defense is going to be good. You got a good running game. If you bring back Lamar, you got a franchise player there. You are very close. You have to get this right, and then you can be talking about this Ravens team competing with among the best in the American Football Conference. Here's what Bleacher Report said, by the way, on the Allen Lazard idea. Baltimore has a similar outlook to the Tennessee Titans with the arrival of a new offensive coordinator, Todd Monken, whose balanced approach at Powerhouse, Georgia would mesh well with Lazard's strengths. So there you have it there. Here's your chance to decide if you could choose between one of the two. You know, I'm going with Allen Lazard, but what say you? Tell me in the comments section. Type DJ for DJ Chark. Type AL for Allen Lazard. Which receiver would you rather have on the Baltimore Ravens? You can follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Tyler Jones Live. Fresh off a trip to Vegas, but you know what? We're back to business here at Chat Sports. Have a great rest of your day. Keep it tuned here on the channel. We'll see you next time right here on the Ravens Rundown.